They say abandoned hospitals are empty. But what if the patients never left? And what if something else moved in? It was close to midnight when Eric clocked in at the old hospital. The building was being torn down in a few weeks, but management still paid security guards to walk the empty halls at night. Eric thought it was easy money until his last shift. The first sign something was wrong came when he tried the intercom. Instead of silence, he heard breathing, slow, ragged like someone with crushed lungs. He switched channels thinking it was interference, but the breathing followed him, always just a fraction slower than his own. Walking down the long east corridor, he passed by a room where the door stood half open. He shined his flashlight inside. Empty bed, peeling paint, nothing unusual. But when he lowered the light, the door swung shut on its own. Eric tried to laugh it off, old hinges, drafty halls. But then from behind the door came the sound of someone whispering his name. Heart pounding, he backed away. That's when he saw it at the end of the hall. Figure, not just any figure, a clown. The makeup was grotesquely detailed, as if painted with surgical precision. Thick black lines dripping down from its eyes like dried tar, a crimson grin stretching far too wide, and white grease paint cracked like old porcelain. Its nose wasn't red, it was flesh-colored, twisted and bruised like real skin. He must have gotten his makeup from the TikTok shop, Eric said, and it didn't move. It just stood there, tilting its head slowly, the painted grin frozen but its chest rising and falling with heavy, unnatural breaths. Eric blinked and it was suddenly closer halfway down the hall. He hadn't heard a single step. Terrified, he spun toward the nurse's station. That's when every phone in the ward began to ring at once, the sound rattling the tiles. He picked one up, his hand shaking. A woman's voice, broken and wet, whispered, "Don't leave us in the dark." Eric dropped the receiver and ran for the lobby. But the front doors were chained shut from the inside. His own reflection stared back at him in the glass. Except it wasn't moving like he was. It was smiling, and standing directly behind his reflection was the clown. Its face was inches from the glass now, every detail clear. The smeared paint around its mouth, the glistening of something wet in its teeth, and eyes that weren't painted at all. They were alive, burning with malice. The lights in the building went out, and in that pitch-black silence, Eric realized the breathing wasn't behind him anymore. It was right in his ear.